remove people that spam immediately. They send links into the chat. Also, we have the Q&A box where we will be taking a lot of questions from. We'll also be doing live questions. So if you have a question, when it's time for question and answer, and you want to speak to us, we'll allow you to talk and you can ask your question, use like 10 seconds to ask the question and you get a quick answer to that. So to kick off this masterclass, we have one of our best hands in Africa. Is no other person but Brenton Nakia, is a BD lead in South Africa and also manages the Kenyan markets. Thank you very much, Brenton, for joining us. He'll be taking us on P2P trading, what it is, how it works, all the theory behind P2P trading, and also how you can actually use it to get started. Brenton, are you there?
I am here, Bubs.
Great. So I'm just going to turn off my video. I'm trying to see if your video is there. Okay, great. Thank you.
Brilliant. So once again, like Bub said, thank you so much for that warm welcome. Welcome everyone to the Africa Masterclass. It took less than a minute for us to hit capacity. So remember, everyone can still tune in on YouTube. But now that we have all of the housekeeping out of the way, let us get to what we all actually came here for today. So many of you here may be familiar with P2P. Sorry about that. Many of you here may be familiar with P2P, but for those that are not, one second, sorry. For those that are not, what I am here to do today is essentially tell you exactly what P2P is, how do you use it, and why would you use it, right? Because that's one of the main questions. So let me go back to sharing my screen and let us get started. So today we're going to be covering what is Binance P2P, why would you buy or sell crypto using P2P, how you use P2P, and some of the amazing new features we have. And for those of you that are really serious about P2P, we'll show you how you can become a merchant. Great. So the first thing is, what is P2P, right? It sounds like some technical term or, some Star Wars robot, but P2P actually just stands for what we see right here. And that is peer-to-peer. And that even might sound complex, but as we can see from the buyer and the seller here, peer-to-peer just means it's between me and another person. Nobody else is involved. So if I was sitting with my friend and my friend had a copy of FIFA 22, I don't know, maybe he has some contacts. He had a copy of FIFA 22 for PlayStation 5, and he told me, I want 10 million naira for this. And you were like, sure, I'm willing to pay that. And if he gave you the game, FIFA 2022, and you gave him the money, that's a peer-to-peer trade because nobody else was involved. It was one peer, which is you, who bought the game, and the other peer was your friend who sold you the game. And that is exactly what Binance peer-to-peer does. But we've got some amazing additional features that keep you extra safe because unlike the FIFA example, everybody may not be your friend. So what is Binance peer-to-peer? Binance peer-to-peer is a way to trade between just two parties in a safe and effective way. So how does it work? If you wanted to, let's even just replace FIFA. If you wanted to buy Bitcoin, you could put an ad up saying, I would like to buy Bitcoin for a certain amount. Or you could come onto the platform and look for other people who are selling, who would have posted an ad and said, I like this person's price and I like their payment channel. I'm going to buy from this person. And then all that happens is then, as we can see here, the additional features of Binance is as soon as both of you agree that you want to buy and sell from each other, Binance locks up those funds in Binance to make sure that they're safe, something that's called escrow. And then as soon as you send the money, whether it's via Chipper Cash, bank transfer, e-wallet, M-Pesa, as soon as the other person receives the money, they say, yep, I've received this money, and Binance releases the cryptocurrency to you. So it's exactly the same as if you had to walk up to somebody on the street and say, hey, can I buy some Bitcoin from you? Pull out some money from your pocket and give it to them, and they gave you some Bitcoin. Except Binance makes it very easy because you can trade not just with people on the street, you can trade with people throughout the country. And it makes it very safe because, like we said, those people may not always be your friends. So what happens if you pay someone and then they say, I didn't receive any money? Well, that's exactly why we've got an escrow service where Binance actually locks up the funds as soon as you say you want to buy them. And Binance also has dispute arbitration, right? So maybe you sent somebody 20 Naira short, and because of that, they didn't want to release the crypto, right? So you're upset because you paid 99% of the value, and they're upset because they didn't get the entire amount. Well, this is where Binance and dispute arbitration can come into play. So if you ever have a problem between the buyer and the seller, you don't have to worry about solving that yourself because Binance steps in and solves it for you. So we've seen that Binance peer-to-peer can be quite powerful. But in our previous example, all we spoke about was buying and selling cryptocurrency, right? And when we say that, we mean for whatever fiat currency you want. So I'm in South Africa, I could buy and sell crypto for rands. If you're in Kenya, you could buy and sell crypto for Kenyan shillings. In Nigeria, you could use Naira and so forth. So what is so powerful about Binance P2P is that, unlike most other platforms, to be honest, who only have a really finite number of assets, on Binance P2P, you can buy and you can sell Bitcoin, USDT, Ethereum, DAI, BNB, BUSD, and Nigerian Naira. So what is this platform all about? Binance P2P may already sound amazing to you, but we haven't even told you the best part. So apart from being completely safe, Binance P2P is completely free. You pay 0 transaction fees, whether you're buying, whether you're selling, whether it's 50 Naira or 5 billion Naira, you pay 0 transaction fees to Binance for transacting on P2P. So all of those escrow services that keep your money safe, all of those dispute services that help you solve arguments, all of that is completely free. And because of how amazing it is and how free it is to use, we can see that Binance P2P is popular around the world. So we currently support 53 fiat currencies like Kenyan shilling, Nigerian Naira, Turkish lira, the Russian ruble, and we've already processed over $10 billion worth of transactions. So if you're worrying about whether Binance P2P is safe and tried and tested enough, I think the $10 billion in 53 fiat currencies speak for themselves. So we've learned that Binance P2P is this amazing service where there's a number of cryptocurrencies that can buy and sell with other people all around the country. It's also amazing because it's completely free to use, very easy to use, and everything is safe because everything is kept in escrow. So now what do we use Binance P2P for? So depending on who you are, there's a number of different use cases for P2P. But I think one of the most common is as a fiat gateway. So some of us might not have been in crypto as long as everyone else. A fiat currency just means the sovereign currency issued by your government. So I'm sitting in South Africa at the moment, that's the South African rand. If you're sitting in Nigeria at the moment, that's the Nigerian Naira. And a lot of times people, maybe they just heard about Bitcoin or crypto or Ethereum and they're really excited. But how do I take my money in my bank account and turn that into cryptocurrency? Well, with Binance P2P, you can do that completely free. And obviously, if you've bought some crypto, and which we hope you did, and you made a great profit, and that profit looks good sitting on Binance, but how do I get that back into my bank account so that I can actually, maybe spoil myself a little bit for being such a good trader? Well, you can literally just put up a sell order. Somebody who wants to buy that cryptocurrency for you will send the money directly to your bank account, and then you just release it to them. So Binance P2P is an amazing, fast, and free fiat gateway. It helps you to get your money into cryptocurrency and helps you to get your crypto back into money in your bank account. Well, if you are really sharp, you could actually make profits on P2P. So, as is everything else in the world, people who sell small amounts of cryptocurrency generally sell them at a slightly higher price. People who sell big amounts generally sell it at a slightly lower price. And we see this all around the world, in the world around us. If we go and buy a single cool drink from a shop, it costs a certain amount of price. But if we go to a bulk shop and buy a 24-pack of that cool drink, it's a lot cheaper. So people have noticed this, and just like they do with grocery shops, you can make money through this on Binance P2P. So a way that people generally make money in Binance P2P, and I think our merchants, etc., will get into this a little bit deeper with you, is if somebody is willing to buy a small amount of cryptocurrency for a higher amount, I can just buy a large amount and split it into 10 smaller amounts, add 1% on each of them, and I make a 1% profit. If you rinse and repeat, there are merchants like you'll hear shortly who completely live and live very well off Binance P2P by becoming basically market makers, by buying and selling at different prices. And I think a uniquely African problem that we see is remittance. So, if you have family working abroad, or perhaps you have some kids studying abroad, you'll know that in Africa, it's very difficult and very costly to send money overseas. In fact, in sub-Saharan Africa, we have the highest remittance costs in the world, pretty much. In fact, if you have to send $100, about $10 goes just to fees. Well, how does Binance peer-to-peer help this? Let me give you an example. So as we all know, I've said many times, I'm sitting here in South Africa. And my colleague Bubs, who we all know and love, is sitting in Nigeria. And maybe Bubs wants a pair of Apple iPods from South Africa, and I should bring it up to him on my next trip. He has the amount of Naira sitting in his bank account. How does he get that to me in South Africa? Well, he could use your normal, remittance rails, and it'll probably take a couple days. They'll probably charge him about 8 or 9%. Or he could go onto Binance P2P. He could use his Naira to buy some USDT in a minute, take another 2 minutes to send me that USDT in South Africa, which I could post a sell ad for on Binance. And another few minutes later, somebody would pay me directly into my bank account for that Bitcoin that Bubs just sent me. So what has just happened? Instead of using the traditional system that charges me 8% and takes days, I've just placed a few ads, sent one Bitcoin transaction, and from having Naira in my bank account, or from Bubs having Naira in his bank account, I now have South African rands in my bank account in less than a few hours at absolutely no cost. I mean, apart from maybe your Bitcoin transaction fee, which is $1, that is zero cost, and it takes much less time. So people have actually been using Binance P2P to power remittances, not just across Africa, but across the world. Like we said, we have over 50 supported fiat currencies. So if you wanted to send somebody Russian ruble from Nigeria, you could do the same thing. If you wanted to send somebody Turkish lira from Nigeria, you could essentially do the same thing. So on Binance P2P, whether you're a profit maker, whether you're just using it as a fiat gateway, whether you're using it for remittance, all we're doing is buying and selling cryptocurrency in an open and decentralized way. And all of the problems that can occur with us actually doing this in person, Binance has taken care of, right? Dispute arbitration, escrow services, so your money is always 100% safe. And if you have any issues, Binance is always there to step in. So we've spoke about a few of the use cases that one can have on Binance P2P. And I think the one that's probably made most people the most excited is when we said you can make money, not just spend it. So how do people make money on Binance P2P? Well, let's take a look at some of these trades that are currently posted on Binance P2P. So let's just say you can see here that we can buy USDT for 11 Rand 77. So I'm a South African. I'm going to be a bit biased. I'm going to look at this one. So I can buy USDT for 11 Rand 77. But imagine there was someone who was willing to pay 11 Rand 88 for it. Well, I could just literally buy this USDT at 11.77 and then place an ad for 11.88. And for every dollar that I sell, I'll make 11 cents. And like we said, there are actually P2P merchants whose entire living is based on this. And what they do is they pretty much buy, add 0.3% or up to 1.5% and sell. It's literally that simple. You don't ever have to look at a chart. You don't ever have to draw a graph. You don't ever have to do a risk reward calculation. It's just like running a shop. You buy in bulk at a cheaper price and you sell in small amounts at a higher price. And that price is usually about 0.3 to 1.5% higher. So we actually have a brilliant merchant who's going to be here shortly to tell you a bit more about it. But like we said as well, another very important use case for P2P in Africa is remittance. Currently, like I said, we spend about 9 to 10% of the money we send overseas or receives just goes to these companies who still take 1 week to send our money or to send our money to us. With Binance P2P, you can essentially perform remittances between 50 countries. So I said, we support 53 fiat currencies, which means I can use my Rand, put it into Bitcoin, send it to Russia, where my friend in Russia can sell it for ruble, directly into his bank account. Again, completely free in a matter of hours at most. So remittance is one of the most powerful use cases for Binance P2P users. And unlike your traditional banks or your remittance providers or your foreign exchange companies, Binance P2P operates 24/7, 365, which means you can remit money to friends and family across the world 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Christmas Day, New Year's Day, Sunday at 2 o'clock in the morning, you can remit money anywhere in the world that supports Binance P2P. So as many of you may know, there's quite a few P2P platforms out there. So why Binance's P2P platform? And why not, maybe mobile money deposits or trading on order books? Well, let's do a comparison of the two, right? If I want to use a fiat on-ramp, like a bank transfer or e-wallet, for example, I've then got to take my money, deposit it onto Binance, wait for it to clear on Binance, then go and select an asset that I want to buy, and then place a buy order. On Binance P2P, I just choose what I want, send the money, and it's in my wallet. So with a fiat on-ramp, if I make a withdrawal, even if I buy something from somebody else and I sell it on Binance and I make a withdrawal, I've still got to wait for this third party to process my withdrawal or to make a payment to me, whether it's a bank, whether it's a mobile money provider, whoever it is, right? With P2P, those transactions are directly between users. So it's you opening your banking app, your Kuda Bank app, and putting in my details and sending me money. It's you opening your Chipper Cash app and sending me money. So it's directly between users and it doesn't rely on any third party. So with fiat on-ramps, generally we're limited. I mean, there aren't that many fiat options in the market. You can either use a credit card, you can use a bank transfer, you can use e-wallet. I cannot even begin to name the amount of payment methods on P2P. You can use bundle, you can use PayPal, you can use e-wallet, you can use M-Pesa, you can use bank transfer, and the list, you can use Chipper Cash, you can use, the list goes on and on and on. So whatever is your preferred way of transacting, there is somebody who will buy or sell from you on P2P for that exact same method. And I think that the simplest value proposition, which sort of speaks to most people, is when we do use credit cards or bank transfers or instant EFTs, we do know that those transactions can get quite costly, right? Especially for some of us here in Africa. Well, on P2P, like we say many times, you spend zero to place ads, you place zero to complete transactions. Whatever you do on Binance P2P is completely free. One other important distinction to make is price, right? If you go onto an order book, you can only buy right now at the current market price. You can't choose a price that you'd like to buy Bitcoin at, right? If I log onto Binance Exchange and I go to the order book with USDT, I can't say I want to buy at this price or that price. I'm just going to buy at whatever the price is that's available. Well, on P2P, people actually place ads saying, I want to sell this much Bitcoin at $47,000. I want to sell this much at $48,000. And buyers also place ads. So if you want to buy some cryptocurrency at a certain price only, you can say, I want to buy a million naira worth of Bitcoin only at this price. There is no other market where you can actually dictate what price you want to buy and sell at. And then I think lastly, for our whales out there, sometimes our certain transaction limits can be very limiting in making a certain big payment, getting payments flagged, etc., etc. With P2P, because the transaction is between me and you, the only limitations are decided by us, however much we want to transact. And now we come to a very important section, which is how to use P2P. But what I am going to do is I am going to leave this for a live demo. So not only are we going to show you slides on how to use P2P, but shortly my colleagues are going to give you an actual demo. But just to show you how passionate Binance is about improving your experience, I'm going to show you a few of our new features that you should be looking out for. So the same way when you go onto Amazon and you want to shop, you can actually see comments on all of the different people that have bought from this person, just to see how good their service is, how legit they are. Well, you can do the same thing on Binance P2P. You can also share your ads directly to Facebook, Instagram, any social platform, so that not only is it exposed to people sitting on the P2P app, but if someone is looking to buy some crypto and they aren't on P2P, you can share it with them on Facebook, on Twitter, wherever it may be. And one thing we are quite excited about, which is a new feature, is you can actually transact for crypto using cash at the moment. So literally offline cash transactions. We also have the Express Zone, which I know our team is going to show you, but if you don't feel like you have the time to place an ad and wait for somebody to come and find it, you can execute immediately based on whatever ads are sitting in the market. So if you want a million naira worth of Bitcoin, but you don't want to go and select this ad for 100,000 naira, that ad for 100,000 naira, you can literally click on a million naira, I want to buy Bitcoin, boom, and it'll go find all your ads for you and execute. So I think at this stage, we should all be very excited about P2P. It's free because of escrow. It's completely safe. We support over 53 different cryptocurrencies, which means you can use it to remit money to and from all over the world. It acts as a really, really efficient fiat gateway because it's instant, 24/7, 365, zero fees. And if you'd like to get serious about your P2P journey, well, then you can become a P2P merchant and you can be one of those people making money on P2P. So I hope that this gave you a little bit of insight onto what P2P is, why one would use P2P. And before I let all of you go, I want to share some very, very exciting news with you. So let me just share my screen again one more time. So shortly, I am going to be dropping this link into the chat. And like we all love giveaways, and today we will be giving away $1,000 US dollars to 20 lucky attendees. So obviously you need a Binance account to win, but we've got you covered. You can register one right here in under 30 seconds. And all you've got to do is tell us your name, your 8-digit Binance user ID, what your favorite part of Binance is, and if you even have any recommendations for us to improve the P2P platform. So keep an eye out for that link. Remember to fill that in. We'll be closing entries just before the last speaker. And keep an eye out for your name, because you could be one of those 20 lucky winners at the end of today's session. So thank you so much.
Wow, wow, wow. That's massive. Thank you so much, Brenton. That was a fantastic session. I'm already seeing a lot of love from the chat. Just say thank you, Brenton, on the chat. You've really done well explaining how P2P works to the crowd here. So I know we have a ton of questions, right? But don't worry, we're going to make time to take all these questions at the end of the event. So please write down your questions. Use the Q&A box to ask those questions. Bashir is behind the scene, making sure that all questions are answered. Ben, we have Ben as well on the Q&A box responding to questions, right? So while we are preparing for the next session, I just want to just quickly highlight, as we just heard from Brenton, is sharing a link say on the chat where you're watching this from, where you're attending this event from. If you're in Nigeria, you're in South Africa, you're in Kenya, I want to see the countries present here today. So please just, let us know where you're chatting from. Let's see where you're chatting from in the chat box. Great, great, great. Okay, I think I froze for a bit, but I'm back now. Great. Okay. Wow, wow. I'm seeing a lot of Nigeria, Ghana, Cyprus, China, South Africa. Wow, we have people from all over. Okay, great. So let's just give a quick shout out to people on YouTube. I think we have a full house already on Zoom. And people on YouTube, we are with you. You'd also be getting the form. Please share the form on the YouTube page and allow them indicate YouTube so we can also have some winners from there as well. Okay, fantastic. So who's ready for the next session? The next session, we'll be learning how to make money on Binance P2P. We have a special guest in the house. This guy is a known P2P trader in the community, and he'll be giving us some personal experience from his journey in crypto. And we'll be having kind of like a Q&A session where Bashir, our head of P2P in Africa, would be interacting with this celebrity P2P trader as we move forward. So to introduce the trader, I don't want to disclose his name yet. So to introduce the trader, we have Bashir in the house. Bashir, are you there?
Yes. Can you guys hear me?
So we are going to announce the guests we have during your session. So we're going to hand over now to Bashir. Thank you so much. Remember to fill the form, and please, spammers, I told you we are watching and we are taking you guys out of the Zoom call. Yeah, thank you. Over to you, Bashir.
All right, thank you so much, Babs. I really appreciate it. So like as Babs said, we have a very special guest in the house today. So we're going to be introducing him. I think he will just go ahead and introduce himself to the community. Yusuf, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. How are you doing today? It's great
fine.
to have you on this call.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. So how about you just go ahead and introduce yourself to the community here?
Well, I think for people who participated last time during our discussion, many of them will have known my name by now, but to be specific, my name is Yusuf Ademola. That is my former name. But in the crypto space, a lot of people address me as Ades Global. So that's my alias on P2P platform or any other related crypto platform, so to say. So
Yeah,
I'm a married
yeah.
person. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm a married person with a kid and all.
Yeah, yeah. Yusuf, it seems your video is off. Do you want to turn it on? Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah, okay, but he's saying you cannot start video because the host has disabled it.
Okay, I think Emmanuel, I think you need to make him a host so that he can turn on his video.
I just made him a host now. So.
Okay, all right. So try again, Yusuf. Try now if you
Okay.
can turn on the video.
Okay,
Great.
yeah.
Great. Great. So nice to know a lot about you today. So the next question from my own end is when did you discover about Binance P2P and when did you become a Binance P2P merchant?
Yeah, I became a merchant last year. The program was launched last year. So, and I became a merchant that same year, about 4 or 5 months later when the program was launched. Well, so about 3 months later when the program was launched, so to say.
Okay. So how has been the experience using the Binance P2P platform so far?
Yeah, I would say it has been so awesome using the platform because the platform has been able to galvanize a lot of huge community, and which is a very good thing for the merchant space to disrupt the entire crypto ecosystem, so to say. So the platform actually enables us to access a very good number of buyers and sellers. The platform, so it has been a good experience so far.
Yeah. Nice to hear that. Yeah, nice to hear that, Yusuf. So like, how do you basically, what are some of the things that you do to grow your business on Binance P2P? What are some of the strategies that you can share with anybody that wants to become a P2P merchant today? What are some advice and how do you grow your business basically on Binance P2P?
Well, I would say it has to do with a lot of with different kind of when you say combination of events. Let me say the combination of different events. Like one of it is consistency. I'm a very consistent person when it comes to trading and all. The second second aspect is conflict resolution. So it's most of the time, I'm familiar with the Nigerian banking system. Sometimes you pay a customer and you know yourself that the money is not successful at your hand. So personally, I can sacrifice for myself, knowing fully well that the money is not successful because I'm very conversant with the financial space of Nigerian banking system. So I know the transaction is not successful. I will pay the customer. That sent a kind of psychological thing to the customer that, okay, probably if I have any trade conflict with this person, the way normally you solve the trade conflict is always very swift and all. So one of those are the things. And the other one is the platform. Actually, one of my own concern about the platform is, when I have trade conflict, I usually log into the merchant, the merchant platform to access the person information and call the person immediately. So the kind of interaction, the way you interact with the person and all, you try to acclimatize yourself with the person so that, at the end of the day, you form a kind of relationship with him. So next time the person who's having another trade will call you that, oh, I like this guy payment. And second, the third one is fast payment. Fast payment is a psychological thing. Like I said in our last conversation, it's a psychological thing. You have to work on those things that, okay, how do I get these people, how do I make my payment so fast so that at the end of the day, it will send a good signal to them that, oh, immediately I open the trade within the next 5 minutes, I've seen my money and everything is done. So I'm good to go. So even when your price is even lower than some of your competitors, the platform is so competitive, so to say, you have to be dragging price and all because of the competitiveness of the platform.
Yeah.
So, but once you have that kind of idea that instill in those customers, they'll be able to say, okay, at the end of the next time they are bringing coin, they'll come to, even if your price is ₦1 below. Those are the things they consider to open a trade with you. So one of those.
I think that's great. I think what I've been seeing on the chat is people talking about fast payment being very, very attractive. That one of the biggest things for them is that if they trade with a merchant one time and the merchant pays very, very fast, does not give them any problem with their transaction, they give a very good rating, and then they also, anytime they see they want to make a trade, they look for that particular merchant that they had good experience with. So that's a very good point. just always being online to make sure that you attend to your trade very, very fast is a very good way to improve your business. Very, very nice one, Adex. Thank you so much. So just a basic question, like how many transactions can you estimate for us that you process in a daily basis on Binance P2P?
Yes, like I said, the volume of transaction I do based on the fact that I personally am playing with a good volume of money. So sometimes I can do 300,000 to 500,000 a day. So depending on the order, if I have a good order now, somebody is giving like 1 million order to supply. So I will need to strengthen my capacity for that day, for that period. So the order, but basically minimum of 300,000 to 500,000 every day. I process something like that every day.
Okay. That's in USD, right?
Yeah, that's in USD.
That's amazing. That goes to show you like
when you check it, you check my dashboard on P2P platform, you can see that even as a matter of fact, you have a system here. I can show you some of my profile. I've done over 20 million trade on Binance.
Wow.
$20 million.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. That goes to show you that any amount of cryptocurrency that you want to buy and sell on Binance P2P right now, you have access to it because the liquidity on the Binance P2P platform is just crazy. So that's very, very, very good insight and very, very inspirational actually. So my next question for you is do you consider being a P2P merchant as a good job opportunity for people maybe in around Africa that are looking for, probably just left school and instead of you waiting for a new job and they are looking for other job opportunities that or skills that they can quickly jump into and make some money? Do you think that becoming a Binance P2P merchant is actually a career opportunity that people can actually pursue?
Yeah, it's a career opportunity that people can pursue. In fact, for me, left to me, I've tried to analyze a lot of businesses outside crypto space based on my own experience. For me, I'm not able to see a kind of business that can give you this kind of income. For me, based on the reality of our society today, based on the content, our social reality today, I've never seen a kind of business that we can give you this kind of income every month. Because if you are the business you are doing and you are making a very good, even sometimes you make money than somebody who has worked for a whole month in some other organization.
Yeah.
If you really know what you are doing, so it's a good thing for me. But if you left to me, it's a good thing for me to to do over time. But it's a good for me. I used to tell people that this crypto, this P2P trading aspect, it has actually presented a whole lot of opportunity for young people, especially in Nigeria, when we have a huge number of unemployment and all. So if you really know what you are doing here, you can make a whole lot of money, even than somebody who has been working for over a decade in a particular organization. You can make a whole lot of money. So it's a good opportunity to leverage on, to become wealthy, to become anything you want to become in life. You can do it with this kind of business.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, you'll be handling a whole lot of money.
Yeah. I mean, that's very, very inspirational. I'm very sure that a lot of people are listening very clearly now and can begin to look for opportunities on becoming a P2P merchant. By the way, after talking to Adex, I'm going to share the link on how to apply to become a P2P merchant, so you can start exploring the opportunities in that particular space. Thank you so much for that answer, Adex. So I have more questions for you. So let me ask you: during this COVID-19 quarantine, I know like you pursue P2P trading full time, right? But like, have you been able to increase your income, because of the whole COVID-19 situation and everybody being at home? Have you been able to increase your income during the COVID-19 quarantine?
Let me tell you the answer is very straightforward. I would say yes, because when you look at the Nigerian foreign exchange reserve, is very low compared to the fact that, in fact, most of the marketers and industrialists who are, leveraging on the existing foreign reserve, because they are unable to do so during COVID-19, because Nigeria was experiencing a whole lot of low demand in the oil at the international community. So definitely, most of them, because of the outsourcing, most of them come back to crypto. Both of them started leveraging on crypto. So it actually gives the markets a kind of expansion. It actually gives the market a kind of expansion because Nigeria was experiencing a low demand at the international community. The oil was not in good demand, and the price of the oil fell significantly. So those guys cannot leverage on that platform again. So this crypto now becomes a safe haven for them to leverage on, to do whatever they want to do at the international community. Look at Nigeria, look at the, what's it called now? The new policy implemented by CBN. It affects a lot of people. You know, the BDU now, they only have access to $10,000 a month, which is very low for compared to the huge market we have available in Nigeria. So majority of them come back to crypto ecosystem to leverage on the crypto space to do their business and all. So it's actually give the market a whole lot of opportunity to So for me, it's another opportunity to make more money. And then you look at COVID-19 exposed crypto community, especially Nigerian crypto community, to the mainstream, to the mainstream community. So now a lot of people are now leveraging on crypto system. They are not even, when you look at from him now is actually low now. People are not going to the from him because from him is a formal way of that payment and all. But people are leveraging on crypto now. So the market is a huge one during that period.
Wow. That's amazing. So like, the quarantine period has actually, improved, like giving access to a much more larger, community of like people to like trade with on Binance P2P. That's great. That's great. I know a lot of people right now in the chat. I can see a lot of people that are very, very, inspired by Adex Global's question and answer session right here. And a lot of people are asking questions. How do I become a Binance P2P merchant? I want to become the chat is bubbling with people that just want to get into, the Binance P2P merchant space. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to send the link to apply to become a Binance P2P merchant, right? And please note, before you apply, we have some certain criteria, right? Before you become a merchant. We require that you have some experience with trading P2P already, right? Now, I need to make it clear that you do not need to be a Binance P2P merchant to trade on Binance P2P. So what people usually do, and what I advise people to do, is start trading on Binance P2P, right? Start improving your reputation on Binance P2P. Just go there, start trading first, get a lot of reputation there, improve your trades, and then when you are at the point where you are very comfortable with your understanding of the P2P platform, your reputation and all that, then you can now apply to become a Binance P2P merchant. But if you are a very good P2P merchant on other platforms, like for example, Paxful, Remitano, Local Bitcoin, and you have experience on those platforms, you are very welcome to apply to become a Binance P2P merchant because we know that you have already had experience trading P2P on other platforms. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send the link on how to apply to become a Binance P2P merchant. Please go through the link, make sure that you have the requirements to become a P2P merchant, and then go ahead and apply. So I've just sent the link to the merchant application right now. Yeah, so we have just a few more questions for Adex Global here. I'm sure everybody's blown away by the session so far. So a few more questions for you, Adex. Is there any interesting stories that you have, or people that you have met while you were trading on Binance P2P? Is there any, do you have any interesting stories to share to us, or are there people that you have actually met that maybe you went on to become, business partners with, or friends on the Binance P2P platform? Just share with us any interesting stories that you have.
Well, I would say fine. I've met quite a number of people on P2P platform that even today now they are actually my friend beyond the platform. So now the reason being that one of the reasons why I was able to endear myself with them is because the first impression lasts longer, as they said. Immediately they opened a trade with me, I was able to execute the trade for them immediately, and they saw the money and they said, wow. So sometimes they collect my number in the chat box. At the end of the day, they chat me that, okay, guy, I have coin, I want to sell. So I have quite a number of people like that if I'm not even online, they cannot trade. They have to call me that, guy, I have so amount of crypto that I want to sell. Come online, let's trade. Why? Because I was able to, I was able to provide them with a fast payment and all. So those are the things that I was able to use to, gain their consciousness and all.
Wow. Oh, amazing, amazing. So final question before we round off the session. It's been an amazing session so far. I've been very, very inspired. Even myself, I want to become a much more. I don't even mind becoming a full-time P2P merchant at all right now. So one final question before I let you go, Atex. I know you are a very busy man and you have a lot of trades to attend to. So do you have any trading tips for people that want to become Binance P2P merchants? Do you have anything to tell them? What are some of the tips or guidelines you can tell them? What are the advice that you have for people that want to go into P2P trading as merchants?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, I would say is, see, if you want to become a merchant, you really want to, you really want to become a merchant on P2P, you make business and all. So what you need to do is you don't need to be, to be waiting till you have big volume of money, like 100 million, 200 million, like all these big merchants. If you can even start with 1 million, even 500,000, what you can do is you buy at the bottom, then sell at the top. Even you can see when you check P2P platform now, you see a lot of people are putting their advert at the bottom of the top merchant. You can buy at the bottom. You can just set your limit within your buying capacity. When you set your price limit within your buying capacity, people will come and sell to you. Then you can sell to the top merchant. By the time you do that over and over a day, you will earn a good income. Even down somebody who are working in some of these organizations, you will earn a good. So imagine you are earning 10,000. So for instance, I'm just saying, based on the economic reality of Nigeria today, you are earning 10,000. That's 300,000 a month. That's a very good number of, so you are far, far better than somebody who is even working in some of these organizations. Because personally, I was fortunate to, to have a lot of my friends within the banking sector and all. When you look at the salary they are even earning, I can say even you are working with low amount of money on P2P, you can earn more than all these guys. If you really know what you are doing, just be consistent, show resilience and all. Show commitment to the business. So let people know you. Once people know you, that you are very consistent, they know, at the end of the day, if they go to the platform, they will see your advert, they will say to you, they have your number. Some of you, they will collect your number during the trade. So they will collect your number, call you, guy, come. Set your price within that your buying capacity. Buy from the bottom, then sell to the top merchant. Even sometimes you can play within the Binance that you will earn a lot of money. You don't even need to leave Binance. There are a lot of features on Binance you can use to leverage on, to make money, to make aggressive income. So Binance has made everything very easy for you. The platform is very friendly. In fact, as a matter of fact, when I joined platform, I used to tell some of my friends that Binance is a game changer. It's a game changer. Binance is a game changer because we are for a lot of P2P platform, existing P2P platform. Binance actually check their loopholes and try to come, because these are research work for them. They have a good research team. They in fact, they do their research, and at the end of the day, they were able to bridge that gap. So when you look at, even I was on Luno some times ago. I've been on Luno about 4 years ago. I've been trading on Luno. Before the liquidity on Luno is very high, fine, I accept. But you cannot even see the buyers, your competitors, to know where you place your price. At the end of the day, you see you don't have any trade. But on Binance, the lists are there. You can see what your competitors are buying. You can know where to position your price. Those are the things that will, help you to grow your business as fast as possible on P2P platform. So for me, it's a good thing for Binance to have come in to, expand the community and make the community more friendly.
Yeah, fantastic. This has been a mind-blowing session. I've learned a lot about being a Binance P2P merchant. Like, it's been an amazing session. Thank you so much, Yusuf, for joining us today. Thank you so much. I'm just blown away. I don't even have any words to say anymore.
Crazy. Wow. Thank you so much, Yusuf.
That
was amazing feedback. I'm sure a lot of people are so inspired right now. And one of the things I think I just want to highlight is the fact that, this topic is about how to make money on Binance P2P, and you see the chat buzzing. Everybody is excited about making money. So I think one of the things it's important we also highlight, Bash, right, is kind of like the risk involved in P2P trading, right? So maybe you just share more on that, and also maybe do a practical demonstration on how a P2P trade would ideally work, so that we have a lot of new people in the house that have never used P2P before, so we can also address those concerns maybe within the next 15 minutes.
So I always tell people that P2P, the risk involved in P2P is the risk that you expose yourself to, right? Generally, crypto is a risky place to endeavor into. Like, for example, when you're trading on spot exchange, you're buying a lot of low value coins and you're trying to sell them. It's very risky to go into, right? But there are some certain, I would like call them rules that you adhere to protect yourself from the risk, right? Now, on Binance P2P, there's absolutely zero risk, actually, if you follow the rules step by step, right? We have a set of rules that we've set on Binance P2P on how to, when you're buying, what are the steps, what are the rules you should follow? When you're selling, what are the rules you should follow, and stuff like that, right? But when you go against those rules, that is when you expose yourself to risks. But it's also important to tell you what are some of the risks that you can expose yourself to by not following the rules. And then one of these things is you could get yourself involved with scammers, for example, right? When a scammer could come on the P2P platform and say they want to buy maybe USDT, for example, and then they are telling you that, hey, I have made payment, right? I have made payment, just confirm the transaction, release the crypto. And then you, as probably, instead of you to check your maybe you're using bank transfer for the payment, instead of you to check your bank app to be very, very sure that you have actually received this payment before you release the crypto, you go ahead and take the word of the person that is trying to buy from you, and then you release. And then once you do that, and that person is a scammer, your money is gone, right? Now, there's a rule that's clearly said on Binance P2P. Make sure that you go to your bank app and confirm that you have received the money before you release the crypto, right? So if you go against that rule, that is when you expose yourself to the risk of losing your funds, right? So those are one of the risks. One of the risks involved in P2P platform. Then there's another risk if you are doing this as a business. Basically, you're buying low and you're selling high, right? As someone like Ades Global does, and you're moving a lot of volume. There's a risk especially if you are trading like very volatile cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the rest of them, right? You could buy low, and before you know, we've seen like the way Bitcoin jumps up and down. You could buy, and then within the next 1-2 minutes, Bitcoin price has crashed, and then you're left, in losses, right? So I mean, but I'm sure if I'd asked Ades, he will tell you that he's made a couple of losses in his trades. It's just the risk that comes with being a P2P merchant or trading in crypto, getting yourself in crypto generally. These are some of the risks that you could get yourself exposed to. So I mean, like I've said, like Binance P2P is very safe. You only the risk that you're facing are not from the Binance P2P platform itself. It's just risk that you expose yourself to. So, those are some of the risks that you could encounter using the Binance P2P platform. So, yeah. So, Babs.
Makes sense. I think that's perfect. I think we take the practicals now, and then because I'm seeing a lot of questions in my DM, so after the practicals, when we explain how it actually works in reality, maybe a practical demonstration as well, then we can just take a few questions live, and then we move to the giveaways.
Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen now. Let me see. How do I share my screen? I am finding it hard. Okay, and screen everyone. Hello, Bob.
Yes, I'm here.
See my screen?
I think you're cracking a bit.
Oh, wow. Can you see my screen now? Am I?
Yes, yeah, you're good.
Is my voice better now?
Yes, much better.
Okay, great. So as you can see here, this is the Binance P2P for web. We have the one for mobile, and then we have the one for web. You can use either of these platforms for your P2P trades. So I'm going to be highlighting two features that we launched recently, which is the Express Zone and then the NGN Fiat, NGN Pair. So I'm just going to be highlighting those, and then at the end of this session, I'm going to send you the full catalog of Binance P2P tutorials. So if you want to learn more about how to use the P2P platform, you can just go there and check them out yourself. So let's talk about Express Zone, right? Express Zone is a feature we launched like very recently, right? And so what Express Zone does for you is it allows you to buy and sell directly without having to go through the process of looking for an order. No, so generally using the Binance P2P platform, how it works is you come here, you look for an order with a good price for you and the amount that you want to buy, and then you click on it, you enter the amount, and then you start the trade, right? But what Express Zone does for you is remove all the steps of looking for the best price and all those things and looking for the good completion rate. It just removes all that steps and then allows you to just enter the amount that you want to buy. Let's say I want to buy 10,000 Naira worth of USDT, for example, and I just click buy with zero fee, right? And then for now, we only support bank transfer, right? So you look at the purchase and you select the payment method, but for now, we only support bank transfer. Select your payment method and click confirm purchase. And then what Binance P2P is going to do for you now is it has taken away all the steps of looking for a price, looking for who to trade with. It's matching you automatically with someone on the P2P platform to trade with, right? So you don't need to go through all that steps. We've made it a lot more simple, right? So we use a lot of parameters to give you the best option of the person to trade with, right? We look at the price. Of course, we give you the best price. It's the best price on the P2P platform. Who is offering the best price? We look at there are things like their completion rate and all those other things to make sure that you are someone that wants to buy crypto on Binance P2P, you get the best offer for you. So I mean, you can see how much of a wonderful feature this is, because it takes out a lot of the complexity and steps that you usually need to go through to carry out a P2P transaction. So that is Express Zone, and it's an amazing feature, and you should try it out today. The second feature I'm going to talk about is okay, so the second feature I'm going to talk about right now is the NGM Fiat NGM pair. So right now, if let's say you want to deposit NGN into your Binance wallet, right? You currently can't do that, but the alternative for you to do that is using the Binance P2P to fund your Naira wallet on Binance directly. So all you need to do, we currently don't support this feature on Express Zone. If not, I would have recommended you to use Express Zone, but it's coming to Express Zone very soon. But for now, you need to look at which ad you can use for this particular to fund your Naira wallet on Binance P2P. You see, okay, yeah, I want to fund my account, let's say with 10,000 Naira, for example, right? I want to fund my Binance wallet with 10,000 Naira, right? I'll look for, maybe someone that's offering that amount. Okay, I can see this guy, he has 93% completion rate. He has 62 orders. If I want to, I can click on his link, and just to get a little bit, I always recommend this to users. Click on the link of the person you want to buy with, get a feel of, okay, what are some of the things that this guy does? How many trades has he had? 62, that's okay. He has 93% completion rate, which is good. Average release time, he usually releases crypto within 6 minutes. I mean, 6 minutes is good enough for me for a transaction. And this guy looks like a good guy. This guy is somebody that I want to trade with. He has all the things that I need in somebody that wants to trade, right? So I always recommend. On the mobile app, you can see a lot more about this person. You can see the feedback. What are the feedback that you can see what people are saying. People that have traded with him before, what are people saying about him? Are they saying he's slow with with sending his money? Are they saying, you can see all the positive or negative feedback that people have, and it can also help you to decide whether to trade with this person or not. So now I'm satisfied with this person. I like the price. He has the amount that I want to fund my Binance Nigeria Naira wallet with. So yeah, I'll now click on buy and then put the amount that I want to buy. In this case, 10,000 Naira, right? And then I click buy NGN. Yeah. So now I have started a trade with this particular user, right? And then, I can see, all the details about, the transaction, I will now see like the payment method that this user offers, right? Now he's offering bank transfer. He has two different banks. He has one in Kuda and he has one with GT Bank, right? If I have a Kuda bank account. I mean, of course, because Kuda to Kuda bank transfers are instant. I will definitely choose the Kuda bank to send money into so that there won't be a delay in the transaction, right? And I'll pick the Kuda bank account number, I go to my bank app and send money directly to this guy. And then once he receives it and he confirms that he has received this money in his bank account, I get my Binance Naira account credited with 10,000 Naira immediately. So that's a very simple way to just go through the fund your Naira account and use it to probably trade BTC NGN or USDT NGN right now. So that is for like depositing into your Binance account. Now let's look at withdrawing from your Binance Naira account. That will be the opposite of it. So if you notice, if you were paying attention, you see that when we were trying to deposit, we used the buy side, right? That means we bought NGN, right, with our bank account. Now we want to sell. We want to deposit from withdraw from our Binance Naira account. We'll go to the sell side of things, right? Now, same thing. I'll look for the best person here. Look at their completion rate, all those things. Click on sell. If I'm satisfied, I just click on sell. Enter the. By the way, I must have had a certain amount of NGN in my Binance wallet to be able to sell in the first place, right? So I have, let's say, 8,000 Naira right now in my Binance account. And as you can see, this seller does not accept anything less than 100,000 Naira, so I cannot trade with them. So these are some of the things you look out for. So he does not accept anything less than 100,000 Naira. So the only the amount I can fund my Binance wallet with this guy is 100,000 Naira, and that's the minimum. So I see another one. Okay, this person has the limits that I want. I want to fund with 8,000 Naira, and his minimum is 1,000 Naira, right? So I just click sell NGN. And again, you need to look at the payment method. No, so this guy is accepting NGN fiat balance as payment method, and I don't have that. What I want to pay with is bank transfer. So we'll keep searching. We'll look for another user now. Let's go to the second page. Yeah, so now I've found someone that is willing to accept my limits. So this guy is accepting bank transfer, and then his limit is between 5,000 to 50,000 Naira. Perfect for me. And his completion rate is okay. I mean, 81%, 100% is better than 81%, but 81% is not bad either. So I'm okay with that. And then I'll just click sell and then put the amount that I want to sell. And then I'll just click setting my payment method, like what kind of payment method do I want to use? You must have already set your payment method here first before you do that transaction. So, so now once I think there's an issue with the app right now, but once your payment method is set, right, it would show here, and then you just click sell, and then the person, once you just go to your bank app, since it's bank transfer you want to use to fund to top up your Binance to withdraw from your Binance wallet, you just click on sell, and then the person will receive, once the person sends the money into your bank account, and then you've seen the money in your bank account, you can just click I have received, and then the person will receive the Naira from your Binance wallet, and then you have received your Naira into your bank account, and then you have withdrawn from your Binance Naira account. And it's really that simple and straightforward. So those are the two features that I wanted to share. I think, yeah, we should probably get some questions now, Babs. Maybe if anybody is confused about the features, Babs, are you there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I was wondering if you had dropped off.
Okay. Okay, great. So I think I lost you for a while. My mic was
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about the new P2P features, and I think we should get some questions now from the audience if they have any questions or what's
Okay, so Emmanuel is ready. The next thing now is to, if you have a question, no, we have too many people raising up hands already. So
Mhm.
I just use the live chat instead. So if you have a question, just say, I have a question on the chat, and Bash will respond to you when we allow you speak.
So Babs, is it the Q&A chat or the regular chat?
Yeah, live question. So Akim Moshood has a question. So
Oh
Akim,
God, so many questions.
Akim, we're allowing you speak now. Yes, so you can unmute yourself and ask your question, Akim.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yes,
Akim.
go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So I try to register on B2P now. So I had a problem here. So I wasn't able to log in. I wasn't able to complete the registration because I have not performed any transaction on P2P any platform before.
Okay.
So how can I boycott that that's that particular area?
So what do you want to figure out? What do you want to boycott exactly?
Okay, they said before I can register for
The merchant?
P2P,
Yeah.
I must have performed some trade on the platform before.
Okay. But you're
Yeah,
from
supposed to have like it's supposed to have like a trade history to show
Yeah,
that
exactly.
whether you're trading offline, whether you're trading on WhatsApp, wherever, you just have to be able to
Exactly.
prove that you are an active, P2P trader. And then you register and then practice some trades like on Binance, and over time you get listed. As you can see on the Binance P2P platform, you would see a yellow sticker, right? For the people that are
Yes.
actually P2P merchants. So it's like Twitter, right? You see people that have verified accounts, people that don't have verified accounts. So people that don't have verified accounts can trade, but once you trade enough and you apply, you get listed. So what you want to do now is fill the form, get in touch with either the P2P team will get in touch with you. If you've been trading before on other platforms and you feel you have what it takes, then you can actually reach out directly and they would fix you up.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So reach out to Ben on TG or Crypto Bash on TG.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, let's take more questions. Bash, are you there? You can turn on your video as well. So
Yep,
more
I'm here.
questions. Ibrahim. So who do we select? Let's look at the chat box. I'm seeing Michael Balogun. Michael Balogun. Okay. Where is Michael? So Michael, you can unmute yourself now.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I'm very happy. I'm very grateful to be in this platform.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Great team. I've been trying to register to be a merchant, as the other first guy said earlier. So I got to a stage. I was there's an input. I mean, there's a field I have to fill with transaction ID. I don't understand what that means, please.
Yeah, Bash, you want to go for that?
Transaction ID. Do you mean the feed where you are asked to upload your transaction history?
No. I haven't got to that stage. I mean, I'm just registering. Okay, there's a Google form you sent across in this chat box.
Please, maybe Bash, share your screen so we can go through the Google form together.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do that right now.
So we'll just use next 1 minute and just go through the form so we can just cover all the questions.
Okay, so let me know.
I have another question.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Shoot your other questions while we get our screen shared.
While we get that, thanks. On the P2P, there's a section that says that if I want to sell in airtime, or is it airtime? Yeah, that airtime. How does that work? Is it that I'm going to recharge my phone and transfer airtime? I want to buy up to 1 million or up to 500,000 naira worth of USDT or a particular type of coin. Is it that I'm expected to send that huge amount of naira in
Time, right?
credit recharge card?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, Bash, please go ahead. Question on how like the mobile top-up option works.
So for the mobile top-up option, it's quite interesting, right? Because it's not something we've actively promoted in Nigeria, but we just saw it explode overnight, and people are using mobile top-up. So what you can do is basically, let's say, I have some crypto. Me personally, I store most of my funds in crypto. I hardly ever keep Naira. So let's say I want to, you know, make a subscription for my data on MTN, for example, and I want to do a 20,000 Naira subscription. And I have some BTC on my Binance P2P account, right? All I would
Yeah.
need to do is just go to P2P account, look for somebody that has somebody that is willing to, that wants to give, 20, up to 20,000 Naira in top up, right? So like how this, I've used the platform and I've seen how people use it is basically you input, when you are putting your payment method for mobile top up, you have three fields, right? You put the mobile network, if it's MTN, Glo, Airtel, and then you put the number, right? So when you start the transaction, right, the person that is supposed to, fund your mobile top up will see the number that you want to top with, and we see the network, and then they will top it up for you. Once you have received the mobile top up on your phone, you just confirm, and then the crypto will leave your account to that person's account. That way, you don't need to go through the whole process of withdrawing your crypto to your bank account and then using your bank account to recharge your phone anymore. I hope it's clear on that feature.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So while we go through the application process for the merchants, I'll just highlight one question I saw on the chat. So someone was asking, how do I move funds from my balance on sports to P2P? Because I think that's one of the steps you have to do before you can actually make a trade there. So the first thing you have to do is to actually transfer funds from sports wallet to P2P wallet. Use the transfer button to move the funds from that you want to sell or you want to buy from your sports wallet to your P2P wallet, and then that amount of money would be available for you to trade on P2P. So the reason why that is possible is because on Binance we have several wallets, so that you can manage your portfolio way better than you would if everything was just in one balance, right? So that's one of the powerful things about Binance. Yeah, you can go ahead, Bash, just to explain this.
Yeah. Okay. So can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah, so as you can see, this is the link I shared on the Zoom chat. So you can see, the whole thing. You can read on the benefits of becoming a P2P merchant, what is a P2P merchant and all that stuff. And then you see the forms here, right? You can see for merchants based in Africa, for merchants in Russia. This is the one that concerns us because this is an African stream, right? So just click on the link, then it will open up the form. So this is the Africa P2P merchant application form. So you can see all the details. You can read more about it and all that stuff. So your name, email address, contact phone number, these are basics. We require Telegram because we onboard merchants through Telegram. So, if you don't have a Telegram account, please create that before applying. And your Binance UID is your referral ID that you can find on your profile page. Your trading nickname is what, when you set up a P2P account, we ask you to set up a trading nickname. So this is it here. What country do you live in? Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Ghana, any of them? Then have you ever traded on other P2P platforms before? This is not a requirement, but we just want to know, right? You could choose yes or no, right? Now, if you have traded on other P2P platforms before, or you have not, or you've just traded on Binance P2P, because having a P2P experience is a must to become a merchant, right? Whether experience on Binance P2P, experience on other platforms, right? So what we require of you is for you to take screenshots, on maybe you are a very popular P2P trader on other P2P platforms, take a screenshot from your account, show, there's this profile link that, P2P platforms have where it shows you like the completion rate and all those things. Like you've seen with when I was doing the demo, you saw a person's profile where you could see their completion rate, their rating, the amount of trades that they've done. Just make sure you're logged in and then take a screenshot of that particular page and upload it here, right? And then if you have the direct link, also post it as well. Then input the currency you want to support. I mean, on Binance P2P, we support a lot of different countries, right? You want to support both Kenyan shillings, Nigerian naira, South African rand, and you even support US dollars. You can put that there as well. Then upload your ID documents, front and back. If you are using international passport or driver's license or any of those other details. Then upload proof of living address. It includes your bank statement, electricity bill, water bill, etc., etc. Just make sure that this clearly shows your name and your address. And then who referred you? This is not necessary. But if you have had someone that referred you to become a P2P merchant, just enter their Binance UID here. So that's basically it for the P2P merchant application form.
Yeah, thank you so much, but I think this is a very straightforward process. As you can see, there's no need to put transaction IDs there or whatever. So this is the real form. Don't click on any other form other than the one that Bash is sharing right now in the chat box. Okay, and I think one other thing that is important to highlight is the fact that we have a very low acceptance rate for the P2P merchants. So not everybody that applies will get approved. Some people might tell you to, still continue trading for a while and then apply again later. Why that is important is so that we can have very quality merchants on Binance P2P, okay? So yeah, thank you so much for joining this webinar. We'll move to the last part of this event where we'll get to see who the winners for the giveaways are. So Brenton, are you ready?
Of course, of course.
Great.
So let me just close that giveaway form quickly.
Great. So while you're still asking a lot more questions, we have our guys on the chat box responding to them. We have our guys also on the Q&A box responding to them. It's important to highlight that this video will be available on YouTube. We have a ton of resources available to walk you through. If you are not yet on the Binance Nigeria Telegram or any of our Telegram groups in Kenya, South Africa, Ghana, do join. We have live chats and live conversations going on how to use Binance P2P, resolving issues and helping our users get started. So thank you very much as we move over to the last part of this event. So Brenton, are you ready? Over to you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Bubs. So I'm sure everybody is very excited to find out who are going to be the lucky winners of this $1,000. But because we had over, let me check here, we had well over 1,100 entries. It is just taking, oh, there we go. I think this is the first time our entrance almost broke our spinner, Bubs. But let's get to the exciting part. So remember, we are just going to see your names, but we have all of your details already collected on the form. So just so that everyone's on the same page before we get started, these rewards will usually distributed about a week after the event directly into your Binance account using your Binance UID. So hopefully you inputted that correctly if you're a winner. As you can see, everybody's names you've entered are here, all over 1,100 of you. So I'll give you 1 second just to cross your fingers as we're about to start the lucky draw for 20 winners of 50 BUSD each. So our first lucky winner is Ramola. Well done. Congratulations. So remember, if you've won, you can't win again. Our second winner is congratulations. Now let's move on to number 3. Congratulations, you've got some money coming your way, but we've got to make sure you don't win again. Lucky winner number 4. Congratulations, Godsend. And now we're 1/4 of the way. Our lucky winner number 5. Remember, we've got 15 more to go. Oh, Babajita has been crossing those fingers. Congratulations. We've got number 6 coming up now. So we all know where you're going to be trading these funds on Binance P2P. Obenelli, congratulations. So let's move on to number 7. We're approaching halfway. So remember to keep those fingers crossed because lucky winner number 7 is Salisu. Well done. Let's go for number 8. And our 8th lucky winner is Promise. Well done, Promise. 9 is Ngozi. Well done, Ngozi. So marking halfway is Ohimai. Well done. Congratulations. So this is our 11th winner. Is Victor Matthew. Congratulations. So let's go for 12. Got another 8 to go. After this. Our 12th winner. Congratulations, Mr. Dyke. Number 13. Performer, well done. Number 15. Number 15 is Victor. Congratulations. So we've now got our last 5 lucky winners for today. Winner number 16 is Gabriel. Well done, Gabriel. Number 17. Keep those fingers crossed. Could be you. 17 is Joseph. Okay, great. 18, we're almost there. 18 is... Congratulations, Chidibire. 19, so almost done. 19 is ooh. Congratulations, and our last winner. Hold your breath, cross your fingers. Our last lucky winner for today, but not of this event, as Bash will tell you shortly, is Kibenga. Congratulations. So remember, we've got all of your UIDs, and those winnings will be sent directly to your Binance wallet. So congratulations. Every single one of you have won 50 BUSD in crypto, and you now know how to trade that through P2P. So thank you very much for that, Bubs, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Brenton. Awesome. Congratulations to 20 of you. You've all won yourself a part of the $1,000 that has been shared. So right now, we've come to the end of this masterclass. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
We still have to do one more giveaway.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we're going to announce a competition right now, a trading competition for Binance P2P. Between today, which is 12th of February, and Monday, 15th of February. So this is weekend money for a lot of you guys. Between today, February 12th, and then Monday, February 15th, we are going to select 5 special P2P traders, right? All you need to do is go to Binance P2P, buy or sell $50 worth of cryptocurrency, any crypto at all, be it BTC, BNB, USDT, or any cryptocurrency, buy $50 worth. And we're going to select 5 random users, and then we're going to give you 50 BUSD in cash voucher to your Binance account. So do not worry if you did not win in this giveaway that we just did. You still have a chance between today and Monday to still win using Binance P2P. So again, this is the rule. Between today and Monday, February 15th, go to Binance P2P and trade at least $50 worth of crypto, buy or sell, and then you'll get a chance to win 50 BUSD in cash voucher. We're going to select 5 special P2P traders to give that amount to. So make sure that you're trading between today and Monday. Yeah. So after you've done that, please, I'm going to share the Google form that you fill after you have traded, please. I'm going to share it right now here on the chat.
And we'll also put it on our Twitter as well, guys.
Yeah, we will. So just watch out for Twitter. Yeah. Watch out for Twitter as well. So we'll be giving 50 BUSD to 5 lucky winners. So don't fret. In case you did not win today, make sure that you participate in that training competition. So Ima, maybe you should share the Twitter for people that do not have the link.
Yeah, our Twitter is at Binance Africa. At Binance Africa, just follow that Twitter page and you get the link to enter that particular contest. So we'll do a raffle draw for everybody there that completes $50 trade, before Monday. So that's the task. Best of luck, guys. So yeah, we've come to the official end of today's event. I would like all the Binance team members to just turn on your camera and wave to the audience. We have Emmanuel in the house. Thank you so much, Bash.
I think Ben wants to say something. Ben, you have parting words.
We have over 10,000 playbacks on YouTube,
and that's
over 1,000 people that joined here on Zoom. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the success of this masterclass. For more follow-up questions, use our Telegram handles, follow up on Twitter, and we are always available to respond. Thank you so much, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.